Hey guys, Fabled Heart here. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue our journey through Halo. I'm hoping this gets a little bit... If I might have to do a review of this just because it's really hard to explain right now. But it's like the game has this really high point and then it has a low point and then it has a high point and it has a low point. I'm hoping it's not two lows back to back, but we'll see. But with that being said, we'll get right into this and continue. So let's get started.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. On that point, all the tests were conclusive. Is something wrong?
No. Nothing.
Splendid. Shall we?
I will say this, why couldn't they have gone with like the original monitor design and not the 343 era monitor design?
My usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end.
Just saying.
Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
12 hours. 12 hours I've been stuck in here, watching you cozy up to that thing while it sharpens the knife to slit our throats.
Hold on. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable!
And yet...
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you! I'll...
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough. The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood, it kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. You're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go, right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here!
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Huh. I like that little detail on the Sentinels. Okay, I will say this. At least her dialogue goes from being kind of cadence-wise crappy
Look out!
to actually much better.
Can't let the
Ah!
monster activate
That
the
strategy still works.
We have to destroy.
Ooh, they actually hurt, though. Ooh, they really hurt.
According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky.
They did not
Explosion of
change
sufficient
that.
size will help destabilize the ring and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job.
Okay.
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
I mean, yeah. Okay, I will say this. What I was trying to say. The cadence in this cutscene was significantly better than the first in Assault in the Control Room. I hated that cutscene. She had no urgency. Here, there's urgency. Then there's like, and as I said, it starts out crappy and then just gets better. Nope, I want to try this. And that's all I was like or that's the one problem I had in the first cutscene was Infidel. That's new. Ooh, that was a plasma grenade. I got sidetracked by that. Basically, my biggest issues with that was her cadence in the first cutscene, and this cutscene started out with that same like, oh great, we're doing the same dumb, horrible dialogue, and it actually got better as the cutscene played.
I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the index.
So in the original...
The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range.
There we go.
So if we damage or destroy these generators, the Monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be
I'm gonna
used.
stick with this.
That should buy us some time.
Okay, so that's why I had an issue on...
Of the nearest pulse
Ooh!
generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device. Commandeer that Banshee. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time.
That was one of my issues I had with 2 Betrayals. Or not 2 Betrayals. Assault on the Control Room. She flat out tells you what this area is in that mission without having been attached to the... or without having any real details about the Halo. That's what made the first game so mysterious, was nobody had an idea what Halo actually did and what it was capable of doing. There was just the Covenant say it's a weapon. They had no idea that it was a weapon that had, like, power generators in the canyon. Now I get that, you know, with the sensors and all that, Cortana would be able to read it, but like I hated how they like ruined. Oh, I did not notice that before. The jackals will move their shields slightly to get a better shot on you. Nice. I love how the Magnum actually feels strong. Yeah, so as I was saying, I like right here where that dialogue piece made sense. So like all the new dialogue they added, that's like where I have my issues. Is like there was no need. Okay. I basically use the scoping system like it was in Halo 2, where it's basically just an overglorified zoom. It's kind of how I prefer it. I don't like the everything has to have a scope feature. I love... Oh, they will abandon the vehicle if it's getting too damaged. That was not expected. I already know I'm going to need to have a shotgun. I don't really need this, so I'm going to go back, swap out. Are you serious? My shotgun despawned. All right. That removes a lot of tactical thinking. Is weapons despawning.
Good. Let's get moving. The nav point marks our target.
They did make the canyon slightly smaller in height by moving stuff around. Yeah, Banshee Bomb is toggle. I wanted my shotgun. You guys are just lucky I don't have it. Okay, I want to explore the room a little bit.
The center core is the signal amplifier. That's what we need to shut down.
Yep.
There should be 3 power conduits nearby. Focus your attention there.
Wait, seriously? They actually redid some of the objectives? Okay, so they make it a little more interactive, which basically changes the overall story, but how does it affect?
Objective accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning. The generator's central core is offline. Well done. The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
I got a bazooka, basically. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I like the Banshee. Feels good. Ooh, how did I miss you? I was just curious if he had anything. I am slightly curious about the how the rest of the level's gonna go, because so far the level changing choices. Whoa. Okay, we're going all in on the. Yep. I'm gonna yoink this. Yep. I have noted. I think they screwed up the aim. Oh boy. I think they screwed up the aim assist. It's not sticky almost at all. It's very jumpy, if you know what I mean. Or so there was a recent update, and I noticed the game started feeling. It was like I noticed the aim assist feels off today. That's what I was trying to say. That is so cool. Like the way the flood is so cool. Oh, okay. How tough are you? Okay, he's barfing. That feature has not changed. The infectors are. Oh, hey. More of an issue now. I've noticed they actually can slow you down. Do I wish they could infect? I've noticed they don't infect like bodies. There's no way I did that much damage to that flood. I don't know. It's actually kind of odd how the flood are functioning. Ooh, a sword. I'm gonna try and get my hands on that. Nice. I like that. I like how the sword feels. It feels like a sword. And there's no zoom in feature. Oh, I'm almost out of energy already? That's sad. Alright, forgive me as I take a drink.
Warning, incoming flood.
Sweet tea. What? Okay, so Cortana now gives you heads up on Flood presence. Alright, that's what I need because I was almost out of energy for that. Let me help you, buddy. You don't deserve to die that way. I do like how the grenade will like pop Flood as it flies through the air. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I decided choking on some saliva was going to be a good idea. I'm sure everyone knows how that is at least once or twice. Oh, Lord! Okay, so grenades do the thing they used to do. Oh, man. I love the way that the shield effects are for the elites. I love that. That is so cool. You have things I want. Just not the shotgun I want. Dang it. Oh well. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna say this. They've made the spore pods, the infector forms, harder to hit. Take that as you will, either good or bad thing, but they are much harder to hit with the assault rifle. Grab that. Wait a minute. They have a critical point on the carriers now? Seriously? They're not as brittle as I remember them being in Halo 3. Hey. Where did you come from, buddy? We're gonna throw this. Yeah, no, I remember the Halo 3 version of the Flood were actually very brittle. Okay, where are you at? I'm just getting rid of the Banshee. That's not worth it to keep him alive. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I feel like the holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm not stopping moving. The Flood are just that oppressive now. The infector forms. Like, they physically stop you in your tracks now. Whether that's a good or bad thing. Hey! Oh! I remember that little thing in Halo. Halo Combat evolved the Grunt and the Elite. I don't like it. Oh. Why did that sound like a big boy? Wait, what does this do? Oh, okay, it's a light bridge to get you across. Okay. That one had a shooty gun. I'm not staying here to fight those guys. I just was curious. Wait a minute. I got this. Why was I backpedaling when I got the perfect tool for them? Go up. Oh, down. I know if I look up, there's going to be, like... not as many as I would have thought, but quite a few. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. This is cool. The Flood actually terraforming the area is awesome. Because the most... Oh, hey. Stop barfing! The most terraforming we got in any Halo game prior was the terraforming you see happening in Halo 2. And that was really all. Owie, owie, owie. There's 3 of them? Okay. 2? Not a problem. 3? These guys are like mini freaking bosses. I like how as you hit them, they like get damaged. It's actually a cool little detail. Was there anything in the room as to why there would be so many of those guys? No, just decided to throw 3 of them at me? Okay. That makes me worried for the rest of the game.
Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator.
Okay. Wow, I don't have... I don't have anything to say about that. That's... Man, the Flood infection actually taking over the ring is pretty cool. I like how the freaking ghost is not tissue paper. Anyone who played Halo Infinite knows what I'm talking about. The ghost in that game was basically made of tissue paper. I'm not even going to bother with that guy. Alright, so... got a bazooka. So it looks like the Covenant are trying to hold the Flood off. Can I? I can. I had to try it. Oh, hey. Huh. Sorry, I noticed the ghost is leaving trails. That's why they did that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so these are the little subtle details that make me like really love this remake is the Flood terraforming. Already terraforming the ring. It's awesome. Oh, hey. Sorry, I really am just kind of admiring at this point because they've added... Okay, so yes, they've added so much and it's awesome. Are there things that I'm disappointed about? Yes. I'm going to be honest about it. But so far, this mission didn't look like he hit me. Is not disappointing me in the way that I would have expected.
Cover me.
So you can what? Get shot? There is still a warthog down there. I was curious. I was curious if there was going to be supplies. They've added basically a day-night cycle. Grenades. Yeah, basically need this stuff. I don't know what the button is to swap seats. Wait, what? That was hilarious. You can hear the way the Flood died right there was funny. Oh, wait, what? I'm avoiding that currently at the moment. I'm just gonna yoink this. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of you. I know I'm wasting time by having to like fight these guys. Oh, I want to see this. Okay. That's new. Go for the Wraith. Now gonna go for the Wraith. Alright, they're not gonna go for the Wraith, so I'm gonna just destroy the Wraith. This is cool. This is very cool. Oh, sorry, bumped my mic with my... I don't know how to do evasive maneuvers. I tried. What's that for? Open what door? Okay, curiosity. I'm having a period just curiosity moment. Wait, what in the heck? What did I just find? Alright, so I found something and died in the process of finding said something. So I'm going to try this again. Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow! No! Okay, this time it checkpointed me here. What is up with all this? Why are none of them fighting each other? Why are they only fighting me? What did I find? Okay, so I found something and I have no idea what it is. None. All I know is none of the enemies are fighting each other. They're only fighting me. Oh my goodness. This hurts so bad. Obviously that goes somewhere.
Can't hide from me!
Nope. I'm exploring because I don't know what I found, but like the Flood weren't fighting the Covenant. Wait, the door's unlocked. What in the world did I find? I'm genuinely like, I hope I didn't just skip over a part of the mission. Oh boy, I'm getting hurt really bad. Hope you like plasma. Maybe it was a bad idea to have him get that close. Okay. I'm out of grenades. What was so special about this room? Dadgummit. That's better. Shotgun to the face. Mythic skull. That explains... That actually kind of explains a lot. So, for anyone who's wondering, if you want to get the Mythic Skull, be prepared. Kind of a trek. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm going to time-lapse me heading back to the objective. As long as I don't die. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah. That's, that added a lot of time to this video, I'm going to be honest. That was a creative way to make you go get a difficulty skull. That was insanely creative, actually. It's like, okay. I was confused as to why the enemies weren't fighting each other and why all the enemies were, like, basically buffed up.
Same as the last generator, we need to destroy the 3 power conduits.
Alright. Okay, so... That's like my only part of the story of the original, and I get it, a lot of people would probably hate it, but it was like, okay, having to play this on Legendary while getting absolutely annihilated because you didn't have shields is what made the journey so unique. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
Yay! Hey, you got my gun! There we go. Grab the assault rifle.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have failsafes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. The code is stored in his neural implants. We'll need to find him to start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
Yep. Okay, that's like an army of Flood down there. That was not what I was anticipating. Yep, same thing as before. You're not allowed to take the Banshee through. Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, crap-olies. Yeah, I know. I just sprinted away. heck was that? Oh, hey, I need to reload that. I think on a higher difficulty, the Flood, like, Legendary for sure, the Flood's going to be an issue. That right there is kind of a tall tale sign. That tells me he has a rocket, the Glint. There's no need for the Flood to have, or for them to have a Glint if they have the rocket. So it's still 2 Betrayals backwards. I'm just gonna say that. But it is cool to see some of the environment actually changed. With the Flood actually in, like, terraforming the environment. That's awesome. Oh, door's already ready to open. Doi. Really, we're just gonna give me the ghost right away? Okay. Hole. This right here is what makes you, like, appreciate the remake. It's stuff like, it's the simple stuff like that. These are the things I like. I look around and I see Flood terraform. By the way, freaking, the ghost should not be this ineffective against the Flood, just saying. I'm curious if they did throw anything up here. Broken Banshee bits. Interesting. You can hear something, a fuel rod gun somewhere. This is cool. Like, yeah, it is still the same, but it's unique in a way of, like, okay, I know that originally there was no terraforming. It's just like looking around and seeing, like, the Flood goop everywhere is absolutely cool. Yep, I knew there was a second one. I'm As long as the last stand areas. I don't want you to have that. The elite's like, wait, run for my life. Buddy, you don't want a death hug? Alright, alright, alright. Your other guys were dead. You should have left me alone. The pelican is still here. Oh, that's a lighting bug. You should have left well enough alone, Buster. This is... That's cool. This whole... I think I'm going to let the flood do what it always does. Work out some of the nuisances for me. What? Is the snow just that? The snow is that thick right here. To where you get a visual bug. Look at the ground, guys! I see under... That's disappointing to see. Hey, look. Charging! Hey, they took away my cliffside hide hole. Can I get here without using sprint? Yes, I can. Goodbye! I don't need to do anything else. I'm just leaving. I wonder if there's... Oh, hello! I am curious. That's purely all it is. Did they add a skull? Negative, they did not add a skull up here. Darn. That's all that was pure curiosity if they added one. Can't say I'm disappointed and not disappointed. Are those gold sentinels? Those are enforcer sentinels. Huh. Those were basically what's in the original Halo 2, the Enforcer Sentinels. They had gold armor.
One target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator.
I have a shotgun. Okay, so these are basically infinite spawning bad guys. Ow, my shields. I'm gonna hide.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
Well, you guys know how to get that skull. I know. Believe that's mythic. So, yeah, that might explain why the whole way there they had increased health. Like it took a lot to down some of them. I think this cutscene was a little bit better than Assault on the Control Rooms. It still had its moments. Other than that, it felt like a fun mission. I love the design choice. So yeah, I mean, it's better. It's better than the library and better than the Assault on the Control Room. So that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, and peace.